Women never get arrested. That's right, it barely ever happens. When there is a dispute that involves both a guy and a gal, 98% of the time, the dude is the one that gets taken off to jail. So, why the hell is this? To answer this question, we must set up a common scenario. Okay, let's say there was a huge argument between a guy and a gal. There's yelling, there's screaming, there's stuff being thrown around. And a neighbor finally calls the police. The cops arrive. The cops' duty is to stop this situation, right? Just telling these two to knock it off will just have them going back at it in a short while. So, one of them must go to jail. Cops will, always, take in the mail. Always. Why? Because men are the violent ones. Haven't you ever seen an action movie? Everybody blowing stuff up and shooting shit in the movie is a guy, right? Everyone, including cops, is prejudiced towards men as being the violent ones. Also, cops don't want to be known as the officer that arrests women. That's right, if a cop gets a reputation as the dude that busts chicks, he'll get a lot of shit back at the station. Other officers will tease him about going around, busting poor old females and shit. So they simply arrest the guy. Remember, the women could have easily have been the ones that started these fights, and were the ones throwing shit. It doesn't matter, the guy will always take the blame. Also, it's very likely women will start crying the second the cop shows up. How many dudes will spontaneously bust into tears the second the police show up? Probably not very many. A crying chick will always look like the victim in these situations. Women will never get arrested unless a woman has a knife in her hand, and her spouse has multiple stab wounds. Cops will never take a chick to jail for shit. Never. Period.